Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil, and in this Laravel video tutorial we will learn that how we can update a record from the database. In the previous video we just get the list here. On the button click we are able to delete the record. So let's say I just want to delete the 11th record, then I can just click here and my 11th record is deleted from here, right? So now I will make a edit button here, and on this edit click I will open a form, and in this open form we can update the value and then we can just check it out with the database, right? So now let's start with it. First of all, I'm going to make an edit button and open a form here so that we can update the value. Then we will write the code for updated also, update in a controller function. So now just go to the resources, view, and list.blade.php, and here make one more anchor tag link for edit, right? So just put here edit, and I will make a edit route again, so that just make it the edit route here. So now you can see that we got a edit route, but if I'm just going to click on it, now you can see that the ID is correct here, but we are not able to just open this page because we don't have the route for it. So now let's create a route for it. Go to the routes, web.php, and let's copy the previous one route and just change it with the edit, right? And my function name will be like show data or something, whatever you want. And now just go to the controller app, and controller and member controllers. And guys, if you did not watch the previous video and want to learn that why we just make the member controller and delete this functionality and all, then you can check our previous video, link is given in the description box, right? So now let's make a function here with the name of show data, because we defined this function in a router also. Here you can see that with the show data, this string and this function name should be the similar. Now let's just simply return, just simply write here member, which is our model name, and just put here find and just pass the ID, and we will get this ID from here, right? Which will be just passed through the like this. So now let's just get this ID with then parameter like this, right? Put the semicolon, and now let's check it out, the result. Here you can see that we are able to get the all details of the Doctor Strange, and if you just want to match them, then you can match from here, right? So let's look out some other detail, like I just want to get the detail for the Batman. So these are the Batman details, right? All right, so now let's just show this field in a form. For that I need to make another view. So let's just write here edit dot blade dot php, right? And just take h1 tag right here, update member, make a form. All right, let's take it in the next one, and I will define the action just after a moment, but we can define the method post, and let's take 3 input fields here. So let's define input, oh my god, my bad, input, and we can just make the name like name, because we have 3 field with the name in the database, name, email address, and the last one is address, right? You can just cross check here, we have the 3 fields, right? All right, after that we can just make a button here and just put here some text like update, and let's define a type which is submit, right? So now let's just pass this view from this show data, right? So let's take it in a variable, and just return here a view. And in this view just put here edit, so that we are able to get the edit view here, and key and value for passing the data, right? Just close it. Now on that one we are able to see the form here, but there is no value for a moment. So now let's just get this value here. So just define a value, and in this value we can just simply use $data name. So what we got here, Batman, right? So with the other time, for the other field also we can just use a similar way, and let's define the email and address. Now what we get here, we got the all three details here, right? So now on the update click, I just want to send it to the another route. So I just need to make another route like edit, right? Go to the web.php to make a new route. We don't need this ID when we are using the post request, right? And just make a function name like update or something, and just define this function inside the controller. So just update, and now in this parameter we will just pass the data of request type from the form to this function, right? And now let's just check out that what we are actually getting here, request and input, right? One more thing, when we are just passing the data, we need to define a CSRF token with the post method, right? Yep. And we also need to define a hidden field because we just want to pass the ID also, and just put here hidden, name will be ID, and value will be data, $data, and just pass your ID, right? Like this. So now let's check it out. Do we get these two hidden field or not? So we have a hidden field, ID, and the token also, right? So now let's try to submit it. So we get this data here. That's working fine, great. So now let's try to update the code. So just remove it for a moment and just simply write here data member : find, and just pass here $request ID, right? And now just simply put here $data name. We will get this name from the $request name. Let's make copy of it for email address as well as for the address, right? And now just simply write here $data save, right? And after that we can just redirect it on a list page, like this. Yeah, now when we are just submitting this form, we will get error like which is a Mysql error, and it will just show that unknown updated at column name, right? So now let's try it, right? So just submit it from the scratch. So just submit here, and now let's try to edit the last one and just put here test.com, right? Try to submit it. Now you can see that we got that unknown column members.updated. Why this is coming? But because when we are just updating any record, then it will just think that we need one more column here with the name of update add, because it just want to update the updated date for our record, but we don't have. Then how we can just handle it? There is a two way. You can just create an update add field if you want. Otherwise you can just go to the member and just simply put here public timestamps false, right? And now let's try again. Now you can see that this is updated. Here you can just see the result. So let's say I just want to update the white man, and just write here Mr. White, and he is now living in UK, let's say, and just update it. Now you can see that the information of Mr. White is also updated. If you want to check in the database, then this is still fine, the information has been updated, right? So this is a way that how we can update the details. If you still have any kind of confusion, ask me in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. Bye bye, take care.